first of all, please come and find me on Instagram, Twitter, is that all of them? Yeah, Instagram and Twitter, because it'd be nice if we can kind of interact on there as well as YouTube and stuff like that, and I can ask you guys what you want to see next, and you can send over opinions and stuff like that. And sometimes I refer to Instagram shots when I'm talking about some things, so it's a lot more helpful if you've actually seen the Instagram shots that I'm talking about. Hello all, so by the time you watch this video, fingers crossed I'll be sunning myself in Santorini. I thought I could just leave it a week and just do videos when I got back, but then I thought, what if you think I've disappeared off the face of the planet and not doing YouTube anymore? I thought I'd better prepare a video that will go live when I'm away. So I thought I'd do quite a simple one, and that is, you know, a classic YouTube favourites video. I'm in a new location today because my room is so dull and dingy because it is raining out and I've got red walls, so it just felt a bit like, looked a bit like how I imagine hell to be actually. Anyway, so let's start on the favourites. It's quite a mixed bag. So first of all, a new vinyl for the collection, and that is Young Guns Ones and Zeros. I know what you're thinking, I probably didn't need to pay to get a signed one, but I wanted to help the boys as much as possible in terms of chart positions and all of that jazz. Now if you haven't heard the album already, what the devil are you doing? It is amazing, and that's without bias. It is a really good album, probably their best, yeah, definitely the best work they've ever done. So if you like rock music or pop music, it is an album you should check out because there's some great melodies in there. But this is the doozy. Look, it's a well, I guess it's translucent rather than transparent, but how cool is that? Even if you don't have a record player, hopefully you will one day, so I recommend you getting one, and either way it's just a cool looking object. So yeah, so that's item number one. What's everyone else's favourite track on the album? Out of interest, I am loving Lullaby at the moment, but it keeps changing as it does with most albums, so that's that. In terms of other music I've been enjoying, different vibe, the Ennio Morricone My Life in Music CDs are another one that I'd recommend. If you like classical music, if you like film scores, if you like emotional music that gets you right there, I recommend you first check this guy out and then buy this. There's quite a few discs in it. And he is playing the O2 again, I think 2016, January, I think, which I'm very tempted to buy tickets to because I imagine that is just going to be just stunning. So yeah, if you don't know his work, he's done a lot of amazing film scores, and you probably will recognise the songs, just maybe not know the name. On the theme of music, I don't know how long ago it was now, but I went to the Slipknot exhibition, all the Paul Harris photographs he's taken of the band over their career, and while I was there I had to come away with a signed Slipknot poster, so that will take pride of place on my bedroom wall at some point. I know it's not exactly a romantic image, you know, to set the mood and all of that, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? Hopefully the person isn't looking at the walls too much anyway when they're getting fruity, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Talking about, I want to get it framed, and you know, framing can be expensive, but if you want to get reasonably cheap frames, I would recommend you check out places like Wilkinson's and TK Maxx, because sometimes you can find some right bargains in there for homeware and that sort of stuff. Next up is something a bit more technical again, and that is Zuiko Digital 25mm Olympus lens. Now, I don't have an Olympus camera, but this is compatible with my Lumix GM1, and this is the lens here. And basically I got it because I look at all the bloggers' pictures and they've got this wonderful depth of field thing happening, which is when they've got the blurry background and then the thing, usually them in an outfit, is kind of clear, and I really think those photos, they just look instantly a bit more professional, so I wanted to get that lens so I could try and achieve that. So if you have noticed a difference in the photos that are on my blog and Instagram, this lens is the reason why. It was about 200 and think it was £280. But the cheapest place I found it was on Amazon. So if you are looking for things like lenses, always check on Amazon, because sometimes there are some bargains, and I think there was a considerable amount off because I got it on Amazon. I'm very pleased with that lens so far, but if you are going to get it, be warned that it is fixed, so you can't zoom in and out unless you use the digital zoom on the actual camera rather than the lens. And if you're used to a wide angle, you will be a bit shocked when you first use this lens, because you have to stand a lot further back to get people and things into the shot. So another technical thing, this is not a new item, but I've been getting a lot of use out of it lately. I guess because it's summer, I want to embrace that kind of hippie boho look a bit more. And this is the Babyliss Boutique Deep Waves. There you go. You'll see it in my Get Ready With Me video that I did for the Kerrang Awards, and in various shots on my blog. It basically gives a large crimp effect, so not that really tight 90s look that you associate with like Bananarama and Britney in her new video with Iggy Azalea. This is a lot chunkier, so it looks more like natural waves you might get if you've been to the beach or something like that. So a few months, I guess a couple of months ago, I met up with one of my longest friends ever called Simon, and he brought his fiance and their daughter along, and I was not in good health at that point. I was exhausted, my chronic fatigue was really bad, and it was very noticeable. And when I caught up with Helen, the fiance, recently, she said she was really struck by how ill I seemed that day, and she really wanted to find something that would help me. And she had heard about aloe vera gel, and that it had been very beneficial for people with ME and chronic fatigue syndrome. So she gave me a bottle as a present and wanted me to give it a go. I read up on it too, and a lot of people say it does help. You're meant to take, I think it's 120 millilitres a day, but at the moment I've had to take a break because my back gag reflex is not good at the moment, and I just kept wanting to be sick because it's not the most pleasant texture or taste. I know a lot of people have made it more palatable because they've mixed it with things like grape juice, but because of the diet I'm on, because of my allergies, I can't have grape or any fruit juice at the moment. So I'm going to wait till I'm back eating more things, and maybe it'll be easy to wash down. But if you do suffer from chronic fatigue, maybe look into giving this a go, because like I said, there has been some good results. So I know they're not in every town or anything like that, but tigers are popping up in a lot of shopping towns and cities. I don't mean tigers, I mean the shop tiger. And it's kind of like a colourful version of a Muji. Yeah, I guess that's as close as you're going to get. It's got lots of odds and sods, bits of homeware, bits of knickknacks, bits of presents, art equipment, kitchen stuff, all sorts of random stuff, but you could literally spend hours in there, and I could probably spend a gazillion pounds in there. I bought a few things the other day. I bought some sunglasses for £2, which you will have seen all over my blog, and I got a stamper. I don't know why, but I just had to have it, and it stamps these various things on paper. And I got a pencil sharpener in the shape of the nose, because that's what everyone needs in their life, surely, isn't it? I've got a serious problem with stuff that I don't need. Stuff that looks cool, that looks fun, I want to have it, even though I shouldn't, but maybe it will be useful. So a company called £5 Tees got in touch with me saying they'd seen some of my looks on Lookbook and things like that, and they'd wanted to send me some t-shirts. They've got lots of different designs. I think they work with various artists and designers, and the t-shirts are extremely affordable, hence the name of the brand. So I picked out a few, including this one, which says Socially Awkward, which obviously, if you know me, that is very apt. And then there's one that I Instagrammed lately, which has a Pray For Your Haters little logo on there. It's on my blog too. So there's some cute designs on there, but obviously be warned, because you get what you pay for. A t-shirt that's £5, it's not going to be perhaps as good quality as some. So I did have some fading and shrinkage after one wash. So maybe get a size up if you purchase from there. But you know, sometimes you just get t-shirts in bulk to perhaps take to a festival that you won't mind if they get a bit damaged or weather beaten or whatever. So it's a great shop to go to if you want some cool designs but you don't want to spend too much money. So maybe check them out. Eastpak rucksack. This has had a lot of use the last few weeks or so. Oh, sorry. Oh, is that hay fever or what? I love my little tasseled leather Primark one, but it's not quite as safe. It tends to open up now and again and you can't fit a laptop in. So this has been my alternative, and it's got that pocket just specifically for laptops. I like the fact this is kind of a nice grey colour that goes with most things. It's not girly, it's not too masculine, it's kind of a neutral thing. Yeah, it's just going to be very useful for my holiday. And Eastpak, I've got quite a collection now of Eastpak stuff and they've always served me well. So really solid brand if you want anything luggage or bag or bags. So yeah, so that's that Eastpak bag. Another bag, I got this from a press day when I went for an 11 Paris press day. I'll just show you in here. So as you can see, it's quite a statement, and that's a statement that's fine by me. I completely agree with the sentiment, and the world would be a happier place if we all felt like this. So in light of the week we've had with some of the great news to do with, you know, love wins and the vote towards gay lesbian marriage in America, but then the awful stuff that's happened in Tunisia, I don't know, it feels even more appropriate to be putting out positive messages at the moment. So yeah, I think after watching a few videos you'll gauge me that I'm a bit messy, a bit disorganised, definitely when it comes to my room at least. So I was really wanting to make an effort to be a bit of a better human and to be a bit more organised and just to, you know, declutter my brain a bit in here. So I bought this planner from Ryman Stationers. So I just wanted, it's like a whiteboard planner like a teacher has, and I've just been writing in what I'm doing every day, just, you know, just to help me out, to keep on track and to just know what I'm doing day to day. Just to get more clarity in the noggin, you know. So I think it was under £15, so I think that was reasonable. Only problem is it hasn't been as easy as I thought to rub this stuff off. I've had to kind of put the pen on top of it again to get the stuff to rub off. But anyway, so maybe regularly wipe so it doesn't get too stuck on there. But anyway, that's a cool little purchase. The app Cheers got in touch with me to ask whether I wanted to trial out their product, and it is, you might have heard of Polar Box. It's by them, they've just kind of rebranded, and you can have Instagram, Facebook, you know, phone, Twitter images transferred into tangible 3D form, and I went for the option of little Polaroids from some Instagram shots, and you can choose the box that it comes in. I chose this cute little polka dot little number. There you go. And yeah, I picked 30 pictures from Instagram, and it was only £13 something, which I think is actually quite reasonable. So you can see there's me a Papa Roach. There you go. And I think for gifts and things, it's a lovely idea. Friends and family, perhaps at the end of the holiday, you might want to get a bundle of your things printed out, because I think these days, because everything's on our laptop, on our phones and stuff, we don't document them in books, and we can't reminisce by, you know, flicking a page of a photo album anymore, which is a bit of a shame, because that's a really nice thing to do with your family and friends. So this is a way you can kind of do that, but still kind of keep up to date with technology and keep it all on your Instagram and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, oh, there's maybe Biffy Clyro. That's something I want to remember for a long time. So yeah, I think that's a really cool idea, and there's lots of different options on the app that you can go for in terms of the format you want the photos to come in and the amount of photos you want printed. So definitely check out Cheers. I'm probably going to use them again. I was really pleased with that, and it came really quickly. The lovely people at Gold Digger sent me a holiday care package, which was very kind of them. So there's some sunglasses, a little cami, nice little strappy detail there. But my favourite piece is this black tasseled quarter-length sleeve kimono, which I will style up in some holiday blog shots, I'm sure. They also sent me a high-waisted bikini, which I've never thought about getting a high-waisted bikini because I'm not sure it's suited to my body shape. So you can see the pants are quite high-rise there. And here's the top. I tried on the top and I love the top, but like I said, I'm not sure how the bottoms will work on my figure, but I'll try it out on holiday and post a picture, and you can tell me whether you think it works, because I'm quite hippie, I've got quite big hips. My thighs are a little meaty at the moment, so it might just accentuate that a bit, but time will tell. They also sent these cute little tasselled animal print shorts. So thanks Gold Digger. Like I said, keep an eye on my blog and you'll see what those items look like on. This item from a number 7 is the Pop and Glow Duo Blush and Shimmer. So if you can see here, on one side it's shimmery, one side it's kind of a matte blush. And I love this product because it can be used for so many different things. So it's great for the holiday because you could use the shimmer to add highlight to your cheek, or as eyeshadow, or to the bit under the brow just to highlight there. You can use the blush as blush, obviously, or you can put it on your lips as just a bit of a tint there. So I always think it's nice to kind of reduce your makeup bag if you're traveling, and things like that make it a little bit easier. And like I said, that's Boots number 7 product, and it's quite new to the range. If you watched my Get Ready With Me video, you will have seen that I used a primer, and this is the first year that I've been using a primer, and I don't know what I've been thinking because it's changed everything. And this one's got 22-hour shine control, it's oil free, and it's a matte skin finish, and this is by 17, and it literally does work miracles. I'm so used to like literally melting as soon as it gets a little bit hot, and you know, the foundation, like having finger marks where I fiddle with my face, and just a shiny mess, to be honest. And this just makes me matte. Look, I'm actually quite matte. It's astonishing. So yeah, if you don't use a primer and you wonder why your makeup doesn't stay in place, that is why. Problem solved. Foundation, so number 7 Instant Radiance foundation. So it's got SPF 15, so that's going to be great for my holiday, and it's for tired, stressed skin, and I think we can all say that my skin falls very neatly into that category. And I was really surprised because I didn't think this would cover all my scarring and redness and stuff, because it's a lot thinner solution than my usual Clinique anti-blemish, but it really does. So it makes me think that maybe I don't need to be as heavy-handed with my foundation, and I can let my real skin kind of breathe a bit more, which can only be a good thing. Number 7 and Boots do a colour match service in store, which is what I had, so go and check that out so you don't waste your money buying a shade that's not quite right for you. So yeah, I'm pleased with that one actually, but because it is a radiance one, it is a bit more dewy, so do use a primer underneath. Oh, I'm out of breath. And one more makeup thing to finish off, and this is New ID Cosmetics, and I found this in TK Maxx. If you have a little rummage in TK Maxx, you can find some absolute steals in the beauty department. Not necessarily brands that you're very familiar with, but for me this has been a revelation. I love the different pink hues. That one adds a bit more of a highlighty kind of shimmer, and these are just really pretty pink colours. and this was reduced. I think it was about 80% of the original price. So like I said, go to TK Maxx for some beauty bargains. Loving watching Ally McBeal again. I've been watching it from kind of series 1 to the end and then repeating for so many years. I just don't get bored of it. I don't know whether it's something that I relate to some of the stuff that Ali goes through or what. I like the fact that I can be crying one episode and then laughing the next. It kind of covers all those emotional things. Good words, good wording stuff. I've been watching a lot of films lately. Last weekend I watched Jurassic World rather, and I will say it is a really fun film. It is flawed, don't get me wrong, but for that sort of big, silly kind of blockbuster film, it ticks a lot of the boxes. The only problem is you're never going to get the hit that you did when you first saw Jurassic Park because it was so new. We hadn't seen effects like that before. We hadn't seen dinosaurs come to life like that before. And now we're kind of used to seeing amazing effects and robotics and that sort of thing. So we're not so overwhelmed by it, but still a fun film, and you should probably go and see it, particularly if you like Jurassic Park. I also saw Wild, which is a Reese Witherspoon film, and she was nominated for an Oscar for it. She did all the like award carpets because of this film. It's based on this true story about a woman that goes on a journey. She does a big trek across America. I'm not going to say too much about it, but she does a great performance in there. Yeah. Go and see it, and she doesn't age, that woman. She looks incredible still. Not that it matters. We shouldn't be looking at females, their age and their looks, whether they're a good actress or not. But I did want to point out that her skin is beautiful. Finally got round to watching Kingsman, and that's a riot, isn't it? It's very fun. It's a kind of spy movie. It's like a spoof James Bondy type thing, but a lot more silly. Very British humour. Colin Firth in it. Lots of British actors that you'll be familiar with. And yeah, it's just really fun. It's a nice kind of escapism type of film. So that was a nice bit of fun, because I tend to watch a lot of serious films, so that was a nice kind of light bit of entertainment there. Yeah, so I think that's enough. I rambled on as per usual, but there's some of my favourites from the last few weeks or so. When I'm back from holiday, I'll be back into the swing of things again. Hopefully I'll be looking a bit more healthy in the next few videos because of it. Hope you're all well, and give me a like, only if you want to, no pressure. And subscribe if you don't already. Alright, thanks, bye. Hello Rosie, you a bit hot today? A little bit hot. Oh. Say hi to Simon. Simon! Yeah.